Welcome back, everyone, to the Lotto Elite Pro Tennis Challenge here in beautiful Wyomissing, Pennsylvania. Now, the rain gods, they wanted to play with us a little bit. It was a bit of a sprinkle at the end of our second semifinal, but that rain has quickly gone away, and we are expecting, if not clear skies, then just an overcast, no water throughout the rest of this night of action. And now we start our doubles final. You've seen both of these teams compete already today. Should be a super, super fun match on our hands as we have Mukund Sasikumar and Vijay Prashanth taking on Roy Smith, Ramkumar Ramanathan on the far side of the net. Joining me here in the commentary booth back after they needed him on the operation side throughout semifinal number 2. Of course, he's the legend of all things Pennsylvania tennis. You know him as Hutch. I know him as Don Hutchinson. Hutch, welcome back to the booth. How are you doing today?
Thanks. Great to be back.
Yeah, it is good to have you back. I missed you. I had to replace you with a player. I was like, oh.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, it's
being replaced by a player.
I felt pressure. I was like, yeah, here now I can sit and relax and do my thing there. I was like, don't say anything stupid, Alex. But of course, we lost you there in the broadcast booth for semifinal number 2. I know you got to watch plenty of it, though, on the sidelines. We'll start with this team. 7-6, 6-1 victory for Smith and Ramanathan over their opponents in that first match. And if you watched, KP, you watched Nick play, I thought they were an excellent doubles team. I thought they played a really good first set, but it was the talent, the power tennis of Ramanathan and Smith that seemed to win out in the end. Your thoughts on that opening performance from these two?
Yeah, exactly. I thought, the young guys over on, well, they're both young, but let's put it this way. The losers
sure.
played about as good as they could the first set and got about as much out of their game as they could against a more powerful team, probably a more skilled team.
Mm-hmm.
They had a set point.
Mm-hmm.
They needed to cash on that. It was a little kind of a dumpy back end that kind of messed them up there. That's the one chance they got.
Yeah.
After that one, that's about all she wrote. And the next set was a little bit more like the more powerful, more talented team. Came through, showed it.
Yeah, and I thought Ram did such a good job just finding a big first serve whenever he needed it, even in that last service game. And had he been broken, it wouldn't have really mattered, probably.
Right.
But goes down love 30, I believe, and then just fires off a couple of big serves to dig his way out of the set. And, again, we were joined here by Mukund in the play-by-play commentary booth in that last match, and he said, look, Ram's ability to find first serves, he's the guy with the highest doubles ranking in the field. I think he's currently like 115-ish in that range. Has been certainly that high before, but he just kind of hit another gear, it felt like, in that second set.
Yeah, I watched him a little bit. I'm a net guy, so sweet hands.
Yeah.
Sweet little drops here, sweet little angle here. I mean, he knew what he was doing up there.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of nice. And when he had to step it up in the first serve category, he did. And in doubles.
Sorry? On that one? That's hilarious. We're not supposed to, but thank you. I'm insulting you as much as possible, Mukund. Of course, Mukund Sasikumar coming over here, letting us know that every so often we get picked up on that speaker. That's good. I hope I didn't say anything rude. If I did,
me too.
I don't think I have anything rude to say about any of these players.
No,
I'm better at tennis than all of you.
You've been
kidding.
Been pretty calm so far.
Yeah, I'm trying my best. I save the outrageous takes for afternoon day 2 when I know no one's watching. But no, of course, again, here as we have our doubles final started, it is going to be Ramanathan Smith taking on the duo of Sasikumar and Prashanth. It's going to be a 2 out of 3 set match, no ad scoring, 10-point tiebreaker in lieu of the full third set. Of course, you'd think we were relaxed on the rules here. No, we've already seen reaching over the net called.
Yes.
We've already seen foot faults called, 2 of them. 2 foot faults. I didn't even know it could happen in the same day. 2 foot faults called. I'm waiting for a hindrance violation. I think that's when we hit bingo in terms of all of the tennis violations, but certainly some fun here.
Yeah, it is fun. And at least we've got a great guy up there. Glenn does a nice job with that.
Fantastic.
And he's not overbearing, and he deals with the players kind of the way he should.
Yeah, look at him out there. Just look at him. That's a man who looks comfortable.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, big fan of Glenn's as well. And so certainly we are excited. And again, a huge thank you to the Emke family, Mr., Mrs., my adopted mother and father here. And I should say they've been far too kind to me throughout the course of the week. Far too kind to all of us here, providing us food, beverages, everything you could ask for. And so, again, Really, really exciting week of play ahead of us. We have our first final now of the competition, doubles final. And again, Roy and Ram, they were ready to rock and roll. They were like, yep, I think Ram was like, you know what? I probably should have used the bathroom break, so I'm going to do that real quick. But we see him back on court now. We should be ready to rock and roll, Hutch.
Yeah, and that looks like the power team over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this team in front of us here with Sasikumar and Prashanth, they might move a little bit better and set up a little bit better as that power eye stuff. And interesting, Sasikumar might have the best backhand return out of everybody that I've seen. Nice serve, and I was impressed by Prashanth's ability at the net, especially in tough times. 7-6, 7-6. You change 2 or 3 points, they lose.
Yeah.
And under the pressure, he was pretty darn good. Maybe he surprised me.
No, I'm excited to see him play. I agree. Probably the steadiest of all of the players we've seen compete. And again, in Ram, in BJ, in Mukund, we've got 3 guys who know each other very well. All Indian, all have played together throughout the course.
And then you got the great athlete, Roy Smith, over there.
Yeah, of course.
Can bring some huge power and stuff.
Who's also spent a lot of time with them training in India. That's not true at all. But don't let the facts get in the way of a good story, my father always said. Good first point.
Pretty sweet. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Sasikumar is fighting off an awful lot of heavy artillery thrown his way.
It's always good to start with laughs, smiles on your face, and that's what we see right now.
Yeah.
With this team of Prashanth and Sasikumar. It's worth noting, they played what, like 2 hours ago? That's when they got off court, 2.5. Roy Smith and Ramanathan, got off court 20 minutes ago. And so it'll be interesting to see if perhaps the returning team can come out a little looser here, steal an early break.
Yeah. Yeah, they haven't cooled down at all. They don't need to warm back up. Sometimes it takes a service game or 2, actually, for me to get up. For these young guys, it probably doesn't.
There's actually a rule here at the Lotto Elite event. In between matches, everyone must have 2 empty cookies. And so
I think I broke the rule. I think it was up to 3.
Sorry, at least 2. I should say more is more than acceptable. It's got to be at least 2. Of course, again, a huge thank you to the Emke family and the Emke law firm, all things Emke.
That's right.
For allowing and helping us make this event happen. Talk all about our sponsors throughout the course of today's action.
I like the fact Smith got up to the net after returning. So they're going to push the issue, try to get up to the net. I like that.
Yeah.
Good doubles.
I think they got the scouting report from earlier today. As you mentioned, Sasikumar and Prashanth going to do a lot of crossing, a lot of moving, a lot of traditional things you like to see from a doubles team.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. I do like to see that.
Yeah.
Ooh, just made it.
I think I've seen 3 of those missed already today. And again, that's just people are so sick of spiking the ball and chasing it down, and they're trying to be polite. This is where, if that's the U.S. Open, that ball might have broken a window.
True.
Yeah, just here.
I think Dave Emke told me one of Roy Smith's balls went down the next block.
Really? And so they're like, enough of that. We'll try and keep it in play. Of course, in our first match, we had, if some of you have seen SportsCenter's top 10, you know if they're not top 10, the Ernest Gulbis missed overhead, certainly a not top 10 candidate. Of course, that was more out of trying to be polite than anything else. But again, chivalry, is that the right word here? Early on, something like the tennis chivalry. Yeah. It's one of the unwritten rules. Like it's like in baseball, how you don't do all the different things you're not allowed to do. In tennis, that's one. Don't spike it in an exhibition event.
It's true.
Yeah.
No one wants to run for it.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, leave it in the court.
Ernest Gulbis is still on the service line from our first match. He hasn't moved in like 3 hours.
Slightly better than a statue.
Yeah, slightly better indeed. But we see here Roy Smith to serve now. True fact, I think actually he heard my advice and went with slightly shorter shorts in this final because the ones in the semis weren't quite short enough. If I looked that good, I'd do it too, for the record.
That's a great one too.
It's tricky. Worth noting, again, Kumar Ramanathan has been top 110 in the world in doubles. He's got 5 challenger titles to his name, 11 challenger finals in doubles. Of course, was talking with Mukund earlier, was one of few Indian men's tennis players in history to make an ATP final back in Newport. I want to say, I thought it was 2018 that he lost to Stevie. Mukund seemed to think it was 2017, seemed to be pretty positive about that fact. I suppose we'll let you be the tiebreaker here in terms of what's right or wrong. I don't know.
There's a Stevie Johnson.
Yeah, it was against Stevie. Let's see here.
I remember seeing the result.
Yeah.
I can't remember the year.
Not going to get on the scoreboard much today. 1 point Kruskin over Mukund. It was 2018.
2018.
I'll let him do the playing. I'll do the statting. Just kidding, Mukund. Big fan. He knows that. We only joke with the ones we love. Anyways, 15 all.
Ooh.
Lefty into the body.
Yeah, the lefty serve brings a whole different thing in for the receiving team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they haven't seen that yet, and it might take them a little while to get used to it.
Trying to think, in their first matchup, they played Ernest. They played Kissel. Neither of them lefties.
No, most of those guys big flat serves. Kessel was kicking his second serve pretty decent.
Yeah, but it's a different beast when it's slicing away from you.
This is a whole new deal. Yeah.
It's not bad.
No, big power and big spin, especially when they spin that thing to the left. You spin it into the forehand, gets right into your hip.
Mm-hmm.
Nearly impossible to hit a forehand. You're trying to run around, you just can't. That ball's chasing you.
Yeah, exactly. You're just like, I have no choice but to miss. So now 40-15, 3 game points here to level us at 1. It's really nice serving.
Sweet serve.
From Roy Smith. And I know Roy, one of the guys who was able to compete in this event last year. Curious what you thought. You know, seeing him then. I know it's only 1 game and it's doubles here early, but any developments, any things that stood out to you then that you're seeing now?
Yeah, they looked a little nervous, tentative last year.
Yeah.
Right now, he looks like he's on his game and he's calm, cool, collected. He looks bigger and stronger than last year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's a strong kid.
I think that's, again, the shorts.
Well, he's about 6'3". I mean, he's a big, tall, strong young man. Great hands by Sasikumar up there.
He says he's not a volleyer. I disagree. He's not the perfect volleyer, but he looks plenty comfy up there.
Yeah, I don't see any pace that's bothered him so far at the net.
Not even the Golbus.
Right, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually the hardest overhead we've seen him hit on the day. Well placed as well. Good get from Roy Smith.
Yeah. And a pretty nice little handsy volley by Sasikumar. Yeah.
Absolutely. I also think I called him the Golbus. I meant to say the Golbus backhand, but I suppose you could also call him the Golbus. Now, love 30 here. No, 30 love, excuse me.
30 love.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the one that Sasikumar was a little bit late on.
It's a good miss, though, right?
Yeah, it wasn't bad because he didn't know whether she'd take it or not.
Yeah. Indecisive.
It was one of those ones that Smith may have been baiting him with that.
Mm-hmm.
Just put it in the middle. Maybe he's going to get it. Maybe he's going to dump it, and he did. He dumped it.
It's one of those he clearly called fake, and he's like, shoot. I should have
That's right.
gone. Yeah. Good luck. But they're getting up to the net. They're playing 2 up. You love to see that.
I love to see it, and they're pretty confident up there. I mean,
Yeah.
those guys know what they're doing.
Absolutely.
They're probably going to win 2 out of 3 points up there if they do that.
And it feels like half of volleying at the professional level is just knowing where to go and what to do with that first volley. It doesn't have to be that cute. It's just putting your body in the right position and honestly making it.
Yeah, not a lot of racket movement, just pushing that ball back firm at your target.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys do a real good job. Really good. Very little racket head movement on the volley. And if you watch them, they're almost perfect on it.
And so Sasikumar and Prashanth keep us on serve here. They take a 2-1 lead. Now, while we have some time here early on, I do want to jump around, see what's happening elsewhere in the tennis world right now. Get your thoughts as well, Hutch, and our fans will see the graphic on screen. They may have seen it earlier, but the biggest storylines right now coming out of the Canada Masters. Let's start on the men's side. Daniil Medvedev, 4th Masters title. I believe that's now 4 in his last 8 on hard courts at the Masters level. He's gone final, semifinal, 4th round, the last 4 Grand Slams on hard courts as well. Is he the heir apparent in your mind, Hutch?
He looked like it to me about 2 or 3 months ago. Then he kind of took a break, and I don't know what happened to him.
Oh, he played on grass courts and clay courts.
Yeah, that might have been it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that might have been it. So, yeah, maybe on hard courts, but unless he improves his all court game, all the surfaces, he'll kind of be where he is.
Mm-hmm. Which ain't a bad place to be. Let's be clear.
Not bad at all.
Yeah,
not bad at all. On hard courts, when you can go through Isner as easily as he did, and then Opelka, and I don't know what the scores were at Opelka.
I think he won.
Scores?
I want to say it was 4-2 or 2-4. Flip that.
Pretty easy there too. With those absolute 2 huge bombers.
Mm-hmm.
One at 6-10 and one at 6-11.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's breaking those things, and he's just winning them straight sets.
Yeah. I saw a stat. Oh, I saw a stat. I created the stat. I didn't create it, but just I have these things called the top 15, top 20, 25 club, whatever. It's by hold percentage and break percentage via our friends at Tennis Abstract. Early in the season and on hard courts this year, Daniil Medvedev's hold percentage, how frequently he's holding serve for our listeners at home, is currently above the rate of prime Isner. His break percentage, how frequently he's breaking serve, above the rate of prime Rafa. Now, again, that's the numbers, and the numbers don't tell the entire story because there was no Djokovic, there was no Rafa in the fields at a couple of these events he's won. But from a mathematics perspective, I think he's broken the game.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
I still think he has a problem with Djokovic. Any place he sees him.
Sure.
So does everybody else.
Exactly. That's the good problem to have. You're like allowed one problem, and it's Novak Djokovic.
Yeah. Everybody's got that problem.
Exactly. See here, Ramanathan serving. Far side of your screen. 1-2. Here in our doubles final first set.
A good idea.
I think that ball's so difficult to pull off. The volley lob.
Yeah, that lob ball.
It's an oxymoron.
It's a tough ball. Smith got down nicely on that volley.
Got to get down like Saturday night.
Yeah, he's down like 6-3.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's impressive. Good hands, man.
Very good hands. Yep.
And that's why you get all the way on top of the net, because all you got to do is really make contact. Even with the frame, you're 2 inches from the net. Like it was hit hard enough at you.
Don't give that ball any space to get between you and the net. That's exactly right. Yeah, you hit it absolutely right on that, Alex.
Thank you. Did you hear that, Mom? 40 love.
Because even Alex got that right.
Yeah. Must have been obvious then, indeed. 40-15 here now. Triple game point as they try to level things at 2 here in our first set. Again, 2 out of 3 sets. Third set's a 10-point breaker. No ad scoring here in our doubles final. For Ramanathan and Smith was a 7-6, 6-1 win in their first match.
Whew. Just a little wide.
Yeah, I was going to say it looked wide more than anything else.
Yeah, it was indeed. Still playing power eye, second serve.
It's because he can do that. And again, talking to Kuhn before the match, he said, look, I know Ram's game well. And while he was in the commentary booth, he was literally going wide, T, T, T. He's like, please, I know where he's going. So there's very few secrets between these two teams. And, again, I think they understand that pressure on the second serve going to happen more frequently.
Yeah, what I enjoy watching is under the pressure situations, what they do with the net man.
Yeah.
Where they place that net man to benefit the server, or they place a net man to benefit the returner.
I can only speak from personal anecdote as we see Roy misses that forehand in the net tape for 15 love, but I know whenever we were struggling on my service games, you always incorporate the eye, even on the second serve, just to make it a little easier for that player at the net to find an opportunity to hit the first volley.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. I noticed they were two back there.
Yeah.
Wonderful return. There's no way the netman can poach that off because we're always back in the baseline.
Mm-hmm.
If we were up, that would be a return and done.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm not a big proponent of that two back thing.
For sure.
Especially with great returns like that.
Absolutely. That said, I'd like to hit a forehand like that too.
Me too.
Yeah. So let here again, 15-all, 2-all. Worth noting, Sasikumar will be back on court again today for a singles match. Fast 4 format, but still.
Hey, good night. I think he just wants to get out. He doesn't want to cool down.
Yeah.
It's just going to be like a long third set match
Thanks.
or something like that. Yeah, doubles really shouldn't take too much out of these guys.
No. He's just looking for a reason. Okay. What do I have to do to eat 2 slices of chocolate cake tonight? 3 matches? Done. Of course, our friends over at Sweet Sheet. I want to say they're the official dessert of this event. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, Sweet Treat is great.
Yeah.
It's just great stuff. They've been a wonderful sponsor for us, and we appreciate all the delicacies they left us last night.
I said it on the media during media today. I think tennis players are underrated eaters. They get house food. Ooh. It's a really nice return there. And again, if you're Prashanth, you probably want to be even 1.5 step closer to the net on that.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. Or at least step toward that thing instead of letting it come to you.
Absolutely. But now, 2 early break point chances here for Smith and Ramanathan.
Second serve, so watch Ramanathan attack this one.
Look for him to hit the inside in forehand.
Yeah,
he loves that ball.
He's got a second serve here. He's just going to go after. He's going to attack it.
Watch for BJ to poach. Oh!
He went after.
I knew where he was going. He knew where he was going. We all knew. I mean, it helps that I just watched him play for an hour and a half, 20 minutes ago.
There you go.
But he's loved that inside in forehand touch.
And he's going to take it again here. Wouldn't be unusual for him to hit the same shot.
No.
He's been hitting it good.
As you figure.
He just missed it by a fraction.
No.
See if they serve him the same place. Definitely going after forehand there. Trying to cut down on the angles.
Nice catch by the ball boy. Yep.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, good feet, Ronaldo. That ball goes over. Get the break, Ramanathan and Smith, 4-3-2 here. Again, his ability to sit on that forehand. If we can Super producer Daniel Westoff, can we bring up the Ramanathan graphic one more time? Because I want to just read some numbers for you. You look for Ramkumar here in this 2021 season. It's been a fantastic year of results for him overall. He's been dabbling in between both the challenger circuit and the futures and the ATP level, as well. 32 and 27 over his last 52, but 27 and 18 here in 2021. Made the finals of the Kerry Challenger in singles about 3 weeks ago, and you look for him right now. I believe he's something like 203 in the ATP rankings, number 130 by ATP ELO ratings. I think he's a top 150 guy. I think he's a guy who right now is just, perhaps more than anything else, plagued by the fact that it's really hard to move up and down the ATP rankings because of all the protections.
Yeah, he playing good tennis here.
And there wasn't a question there. That was just my thoughts. Just so you know. No, it's kidding. Yeah. But no, curious what you think of his level as well. Because I've been super impressed.
Yeah, I've watched just probably not enough of his game to
make a full really assessment yet.
Take it fully in yet. But he can make a return like that at game-winning point.
All right, Westoff, I'm giving you a homework assignment, super producer. I want a Hutch's assessment graphic. We'll run that at 4:30. We'll get Hutch's final assessment.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's cheeky.
Yeah. It's about 3 or 4 or 5 of those that I've seen where he's got just wonderful hands at the net.
Mm-hmm. But still, according to him, he's a bad volleyer.
Yeah.
No chance.
Yeah, he might be a little tough on himself.
Yeah.
But surprising power for a guy who doesn't look that big and powerful. And I think he's just got that natural power that comes.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of lean and mean. Roy, on the other hand, looks powerful.
Yeah. Ditto with
arm like that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Roy.
It's the legs. You're just like, oh, that's spring. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just like that.
No doubt about that. It's the other thing. I just love seeing these pro tennis players in person. I know it's a weird thing, but all of their legs, you're just like, oh, that's why you're a pro. Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, a little inexperience on that mid-court volley. Typical tall guy, take it high, go low, and the ball falls it right down on the net.
Mm-hmm.
For tall guys, we got to stay low.
I know.
And take it kind of at the target.
So it's rare that I feel small around a group, but like all of these guys are 6'3" and change.
Yeah, big group. Wow.
That's nice. That's very nice.
Again, they missed out on that wonderful return because they're playing 2 back.
Yeah.
No cross and pull off the poach.
Or they were just watching that one and they're like, damn, Roy.
Yeah, that one was
not too bad.
That one's unbelievable.
No, I completely agree with you there. Still 30-all. And I think we've seen the dynamic similar to our first match. Ramanathan, Smith, more firepower.
Yeah, definitely.
Sasikumar, Prashanth, probably the more traditional doubles tactics.
Big serve. That's a bomb.
It's the slider too. It's not just flat pace. There's a little bit of action on that speed as well.
Yeah, and lefty.
And lefty. I have 2 brothers who are lefty. I'm the righty in the family. It will not surprise you to learn I am by far the best tennis player.
Self-assessed.
Yeah, that's a Hutch take. Yeah, that's a Hutch take. Bring up the graphic. That's in.
Ooh,
Great
wow.
move.
Yeah.
Better ball, though, from McCoon, just to keep that so low.
Yeah, his ground has been really solid from over that side.
Mhm.
Backhand's been unbelievable, and that happened to be a forehand, and he hit lights out. Good move. I would have liked to have seen if he moved forward on that or just diagonal, parallel to the net.
Yeah, it was a lateral move, not a diagonal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. The old coach of me again.
No, I like that.
Please move to the net.
Yeah.
Don't move across it.
Well, it's one thing to poach, but you might as well do it well.
Well, right.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why? It's not a lateral movement. It's a lateral forward movement.
Yeah, that's it. If you're going to do it right.
Yeah, exactly. No half-assing here. I don't think that's swearing, by the way. I think that term's just been accepted into the general vernacular. But so we see here again, they consolidate the break to Ramanathan and Smith. And we talked about, could they leverage that momentum, having just been on court, get off to a quick start, early lead? They've done just that here, 4-2.
Yep.
Yeah, he got the ball he wanted.
Yeah, he said I just missed it by this much, and he's right. Yeah, it just missed. Beautiful volley there. Yep, got up on a nice lob.
And the one thing I've yet to comment on, I'm curious your thoughts, Coach, as we see the lefty-righty combo of Smith and Ramanathan. Forehands in the center. You like that decision?
You know, I don't really have an opinion on it. I've got a funny story. I was down at Newcomb's camp, and I mentioned this to one of the pros, and he said, "That's American bullshit." It happened to be in Australia.
Yeah.
I said, "I'm sorry." What he told me, he said, I'd like to see the lefty forehand out there on the break side so he can hit a forehand return for a winner.
Yeah.
Don't give me that American bullshit. That's exactly what this guy told
It's fair. I mean, I get that. At the same time, it's like, don't you want to poach with your forehand volley in this center? It's like, no. John McEnroe, you were wrong.
So, yeah. I put out what all the books say, and this guy just hammered me.
That's how it works.
Yeah, this is how it works.
And so we see here again, obviously from a tactics standpoint, this is working. That firepower of Ramanathan Smith locked in right now. Got a chance to take a double break lead. That works too. Love that.
Too good.
That's excellent tennis.
Yep. Good stuff.
No, that's a good poach from Roy. He's apologizing to Ramanathan. I'm trying to tell him, no, that was a good poach.
It was. Yeah, sometimes they just make a better shot.
Yeah. What is McCoon? Yeah, it turns out he's a pro tennis player as well. $30-all point here. Feels kind of big. Reminds you early they were down a break to Golbis and Kissel in their first match. You want to see if just again they can escape Prashanth and Sasikumar, keep it a one-break deficit.
Oh, beautiful volley.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, that was,
really.
That was sweet.
Couldn't tell was he even going to get his racket on it.
Tough volley, volleying up off the highest part of the net. It's one that I learned a bunch of years ago Ted Snyder, All-American doubles player out of Millersville. He beat me all the time, and that's a shot I used all the time.
Is that the Snyder Tennis Center, Virginia?
I wish.
Yeah, different Snyder.
So does he.
Yeah. I say because that's Snyder name. I'm like, huh. Dan Snyder, owner of the Washington football team. That's Snyder.
Wish that one too.
Yeah.
No, this is a kind of a legend here. Ted Snyder, All-American twice out of Millersville.
Really good hands from Prashanth throughout the course of that game. He holds to keep it at a one-break deficit, but still, it's from Kumar, Ramanathan, Roy Smith leading 4-3 by a break here in our men's doubles final. Alex Gruskin joined by my main man, Hutch, here as we enjoy this Lotto Elite Pro Tennis Challenge in beautiful Wyomissing, Pennsylvania. Again, our final doubles match of the day is this, but coming up, we've still got 2 more singles matches. Of course, we've still got 2 more days of action as well. Singles going to be the theme tomorrow as we get our group play underway. Then on Wednesday, we've got semifinal action followed by the final as well. Any matchup, any player in particular you're looking most forward to seeing compete this week?
Well, the matchup of Mukund, Sasikumar, and Ernest Gulbis
That's the one.
is the one that we'd like to see.
Little rematch from the practice courts.
That's right. Yeah.
No, I agree. That's a fun. I just want to see Ernest compete in general.
Yeah, me too. I want to see if he can get that serve under control a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
And if he can, he's going to be a tough out.
Yeah, absolutely. Not just here in New York as well.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So all of these players, big decisions looming for Ramanathan, for a guy like Ernest Golbis, maybe even a Roy Smith if a wild card's in play, Chris Eubanks. They'll all be headed to New York, compete at the U.S. Open in qualifying or some other form. Kund, of course, going to Winston-Salem next week to compete in the ATP 250 right now. Far side of your screen, Ramanathan serving up a break, 4-3 in the first. Bye-bye. There was no chivalry in that, and yet stayed in.
Stayed in. Did not go in the pool in the next yard, which is a good thing.
I saw the neighbors. I think they had set up chairs to look over the fence.
They did. Good friends of mine, they did buy tickets. But they still set up the chairs over there. So.
It wasn't trying to. That was actually my call to the cops. Like, hey, we've got trespassers here. Trying to sneak in.
Rob next door plays some tennis with me in the winter. And
God.
He said, I'm going to set up the scaffolding, but I'm buying tickets. I'm buying tickets. So you got to give him props.
That's creativity at its finest there. You'd love to see it.
Yeah, a little shout out to Rob and Michelle over there.
Yeah, and of course, a shout out to all of the fans who have come out and made this event so special. We've got the entire MK family here, grandchildren and all. It's been great to meet my fellow cousins, nieces and nephews for the first time. But now 15-all here in the Ramanathan service game. Love it.
Some great power up there by Roy Smith.
I will never get tired of hearing that ball come off of his racket. It's a pop.
It sounds like a cannon coming
up.
Boom. Yeah.
And it's just physically, again, it's definitely one speed right now for Smith, but that speed when it's landing looks very, very good.
Yeah, he's rather intimidating up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big 6'3" guy that can just crush the ball.
As crazy as that, Ramanathan may actually have more firepower.
Yeah, it might.
Yeah. Quietest 6'3", 6'4" you'll ever see. Wow. And there's that stretch backhand return for Mukund Sasikumar.
Critical time, too, to hit that.
Yeah, gets us back to 30-all here. for the wide serve here. Oh, just kidding. Second serve, ace-T.
That was mad.
Unofficial radar gun 127 on the second serve. That wasn't one. That's probably 115.
Yeah, more like 115, but placement was incredible. Right at the tee.
So now he's got 2 game points here. Stay up a break, 5-3. All right. And now we've got ourselves a break point back, and it's not going to surprise me at all to see Sasikumar take another return.
Yep.
He's just so rock solid from that wing. I mean, from on the return. Both wings.
He is, and my guess is they're going to want to keep this away from his backhand. Eliminate the angles. Try to make this return get up to Roy Smith. So let's see if they try to jam him or go with the tee. Nope. That's why I'm sitting here. And that's
Well, at least you made me feel better. Now we've both guessed incorrectly, so this shows you exactly that's the element of surprise. So good at disguising that shot is Ramkumar Ramanathan. Puts that serve on a dime and ends up holding. So 5-3 now, he and Smith.
If you can hit the ball that good on your spot, I guess it's my strength versus your strength.
Yeah. No, it's 115 second serve ace down the tee. That's just when people ask me about Ramkumar Ramanathan, that's what I'm going to say.
Ooh.
Now we'll see here again the concentration. Those 3-5 games are often so tricky because you're looking a game ahead. You're like, well, I'm going to need to break if I want to stay alive. What do I have to do to get there?
Yeah, this is a tough game right here. Sasikumar got to really concentrate on this.
That's nice.
Yeah, that makes up for that little dump volley.
Yeah.
Too good. Just too good. Yeah, Smith was all over that return.
Now they're 2 points away. It's carrying set number 1 of our doubles final.
Ooh, that was a weird looking serve.
And the adjustment you like, though, Smith did peek forward. Now Ramanathan telling him, no, come back. You know what that means? He's goal line.
Okay.
Every so often, I pull a rabbit out of the hat.
That was cool. He smoked that return. Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm an advanced lip reader. I've been working on it for years. But you could just tell the aggression. And again, 15-30, up a break, 5-3. That's the time to do it.
Why not? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We would make a good coaching staff. I'm going to enjoy this. We'd agree too much, but...
Ooh, just missed. Sounded like a slight miss hit.
Yeah, and yet it's still almost dropped.
Yeah, he was still rooting for it.
It just shows you how dynamic he can hit that ball. Still 2 more set points here for Ramanathan and Smith. That's awesome.
Oh.
Awesome,
Uh-oh.
awesome tennis. Is that an ankle?
Maybe just a little.
Little tweak there from VJ Prashanth, but still the story of set number one, the power tennis of Roy Smith, Ramkumar, Ramanathan. They are now one set away from being named the Lotto Elite Pro Tennis Challenge doubles champions. We are here in beautiful Wyomissing, Pennsylvania. Alex Gruskin, joined by the one and only king of all things Pennsylvania tennis, Hutch. We look at this event here, of course. Again, this is only the doubles portion. From here, we get into our group play with singles. We've got a ton of action coming up, but before we focus on this Pennsylvania action, if we can, Westoff, I want to go back to what's happening elsewhere in the world, because there's so much tennis, of course, happening. That's what makes tennis so fun, day in, day out, week in, week out. There's at least 17 matches unofficially to be watching at any given point. One of the big stories we talked about, Medvedev, the men's side. I want to flip gears, talk about what seems like the wild, wild west that is women's tennis, right? You can pick a name out of a hat, and it feels like any given week, someone's going to win a different title. This past week, it was fellow Vildachai, Camille Georgie, one for the Jews. Let's go. Earning her 1,000 level title over in Montreal. This week in Cincinnati, we've got Naomi Osaka, Ashley Barty making their return to play as well. You've got a favorite heading into the U.S. Open? Any player on that WTA side you're watching?
I don't know how you can't pick Barty, who's been pretty solid.
Damn solid.
Yeah, her last bunch of months playing.
Exactly.
And she's got a little bit of everything going for her. She serves well, moves well, volleys well, does everything well.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's got her head under control. She knows she can win some Grand Slams now. So she's got to be the girl to beat.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that you'd argue Osaka has the highest ceiling, right? We saw that in U.S. last year, Australia this year.
True.
Her best on a hard court is better than everyone else's.
Yeah.
The question is, can she hit the peak level?
Yeah, and is she right between the ears to do it?
Sure, absolutely.
I mean, she's been a little injured, a little not ready to play, and is she going to be 100%?
Mm-hmm.
You know, physically she may be, but is she really ready to win right now? Does she need a couple months to figure it out? Does she, you're not really sure.
No.
So you hope she brings her 100% game, both between the ears and physically out there. But she's certainly a gifted player. Big, strong. I mean, I think she's 5'11", 5'10", 5'11". She's a big, strong athlete.
Yeah, absolutely.
Moves incredibly well.
Ooh. Yeah, serves out. Okay. I was like, there's no way. That was too casual.
Yes. Yeah.
We start off our second set here. Roy Smith serving from the near side of your screen, the former Baylor Bear.
So you can see the signals that looks like he's not poaching.
Until he is, Hutch. Until he is.
Actually, I think it's a natural for him to move to the middle almost any time.
Yeah. I also think if you showed VJ that video of him hitting that return, you'd go, huh, that was weird. Not a lot of movement there, and it's just worth noting he did seem to twinge his ankle a little bit at the end of that first set, so just something to monitor here.
He did, you're right.
In the doubles final.
Power eye here, which I kind of like.
I remember it's really stupid, but my senior year of high school, we were playing, of college, we were playing club tennis. We got in, my partner, Big Sir, he's like, let's go I form here. And I got in that exact stance. And I felt my knees start to hurt. And I was like, Alex, that's why you're not a pro. And it's just like the ease. Like, I know I shouldn't be fascinated by a pro athlete in a squatted position, but it's just like the explosion, how quickly they're up, how fast their hands are up. It's a pro. Great ball.
He called him off. That's a great move. It's a great call.
And if you're going to do that, that's the play there.
Yeah, Sasikumar called Prashanth off of that ball.
Yeah, but he's moving forward, right? So you like that play.
Yeah, and Sasikumar obviously loved the situation there. He loved where the ball was. Hey, mine, I got it, and you better hit a winner. Called your partner off.
Exactly. Oh.
Now, that power eye position is a tough position for a high schooler to get down to and explode up from.
Yeah.
College, yeah, you've got fully developed muscle, but high school girls and guys can't get up fast enough many times from that position.
No, our coach used to be like, "Don't get on a knee." He's like, "You're not that good of an athlete," which is right. Like he's being funny about it, but it's true.
Now in senior tennis, you get up, but it's 2 points later.
Senior tennis, you bring the bench from the sideline. You're like, "We're going eye. Is this cool?"
Yeah, that's right. Nice jammer there. A little lefty jammer. Boy, lefty brings in a whole new dynamic.
I've loved Roy's serve today.
Yeah.
Getting a front row seat. It's the action on it. It's that, yes, of course, it's overwhelmingly powerful, but the movement on the ball, it's just, again, it's a dynamic shot as well, not just straight power.
Right.
So now 30 all here. Be interesting to see them face some scoreboard pressure. We'll see. Prashanth.
Yeah, they have not been under a lot of pressure on their serves.
Not at all. I don't think they've even faced a break point.
Yeah, they've been rock solid on it.
So they faced one break point. I think it was that 4-3 service game, I want to say. I'm cheating. I'm looking at your notes. And it seems to suggest 4-3 was a deuce game.
There you go. I can't even read my own notes.
I've cracked the code.
We turn off the gutter.
Yeah. So 2 game points coming up now for Ramanathan and Smith.
And taking a look at Roy this year compared to last year, I think that serves has gotten bigger and better. A little more action to it. We'll see in the singles how it holds up.
Absolutely.
Big base just missed.
Slider out wide. Spin the play for Roy. Traditionally in these posts. Yeah. I think that's a really good call, though. And I think that was actually the plan. And I think I saw Ram. The reason I bring that up, I think Ram called him off. And he said, go T here.
Okay.
Because as we've both seen, Sasikumar's backhand is the better return side.
It is. And maybe he caught him leaning over that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you notice they paused there for a hot second. That's why I bring that up, because I think I saw a changing of the signal.
It's pretty cool.
No, I'm cheating here. I'm reading all of the communications.
Reading everything.
That's WikiLeaks.
Cheating off my notes.
Yeah.
Cheating on the lean. you got it all going here.
Wait till my girlfriend finds out what I did. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. What girlfriend?
We just don't want to have multiples of these.
Yeah, exactly. We brought over, for those of you who can't see, our fantastic tournament director, Ryan, bringing over. I don't know if Michelob's a sponsor, so I don't want to give him free advertising, but
It should be.
yeah, it's in the future.
We need them.
Okay. And again, speaks to the intimacy of this event. Promise you, at the Cleveland Challenger, I love you, Sam Duvall. He was not bringing me Michelob Ultras.
Hey, I was just proud of you guys for running that.
Oh, thank you very much.
That looked a great event. I kind of looked it up, and yeah, kudos to you guys for doing something like that.
Super.
And with what you do with the juniors in Indianapolis.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you.
Really good job.
Easy free plug here, crackrackets.com to find out all about what Hutch is talking about. Let's know the podcasts. Great Shot podcast, Mini Break podcast, Crack Interviews podcast. I don't talk enough, so we have 3 platforms for me to do so, Hutch.
Yeah, good doubles point. Little net movement, little hit behind. It
just feels like there hasn't been a sure thing. No sure plays for Sasikumar and Prashanth. That's just the bread and butter. So we haven't seen a lot of bread and butter in this for them.
No, I'm thinking that Smith and Ramanathan might be just returning too well and reading some things, and I don't think they're letting the other team get into any type of rhythm.
Yeah, none at all. We see there what neutralizes momentum, a big first serve. That's what we get from Akun Sasikumar.
Yeah. And that's what Gilbis lacked today.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Just no first serves in that first match. And yet it was still 6-6, which speaks to, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah, the level.
Mm-hmm.
But they've just not been able to match quite yet.
Roy can't believe they called a lead on that return.
He loved that
He
one.
loved the return.
Ron let him know. No, it was.
Yeah.
You can see the smile on Roy's face.
Right. Oh, I hit that so good.
Yeah, he's like, come on, please.
Sun
Still
coming
first
out.
serve. Oh.
Yes, first serve, sun coming out, heat going up.
Yeah, no one asked for that.
The two blasts. I was amazed Sasikumar could even pick up the first one.
Yeah.
My problem with the first serve hitting the net, even if it goes in, it's short in the box.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to serve and miss, serve long and bring it back. But that serve that hits the top of the net is going to be short anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't quite understand why everybody doesn't hit long on it.
Yeah.
Maybe get a bad call and it will be good.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
bring it back in from there because it's still going to be short of it. If that one was hitting the net.
No, 100%.
I'm sorry, that's a coach me. Sorry.
No, I'm. You see me on my phone. If you're watching our side of the screen, I'm texting super producer Daniel Westhoff, seeing if we have Hutch's takes ready as a graphic. It's a really nice serve there.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Trouble.
I like that. That's a good sound.
Great serve.
Yeah, second serve too.
Yes, great serve.
Should we just give him one? He's been money on those locations.
Yeah, that location was sweet.
15 love here.
And you got this 6'3" athlete at the net.
Yeah. We're doing a tutorial on baseline overheads as soon as play is done today. I'm getting all 8 players out here. We're just gonna have a long talk.
Yeah. The NTRP rating, that's about a 3.5 overhead. I hate to say it.
Yeah, that's all right.
These guys would not be thrilled to hear me call that.
No, but it's fair. It's like, I don't get it. What are we missing? Was there, again, is this an unwritten exhibition rule?
We've seen it a couple times out here.
And he's going to hit a second serve bomb, 110 down the tee, and it's like,
Yeah.
hold on.
And then you hit that
Yeah,
thing, that
exactly.
overhead. Come on.
What are we doing? It's out. It's fine.
Oh, beautiful shot. gonna say these guys are a little late getting to the net, but you don't need to get to the net if you're gonna do that.
No, I suppose not. I have to hit. How do you not hit the tweener there? I'm crushed. Crushed. 15-30, a little more trouble. Had two tricky opening service games here. Have Smith and Ramanathan.
Oh, what a second serve. Gee, me.
It's nice.
Wow. He's had two super second serves in this game.
Crazy.
Good catch by our tournament director back here.
No, that's nice.
Both teams doing a good job communicating, setting up their plays. If you ever listen to the Bryan brothers said every point they won was a design play.
Yeah, of course. It's easy to say when you've done as much winning as they've done.
And I think they were trying to sell their tapes in a book,
Yeah.
which I bought.
Yeah. So it worked.
It did work.
And there you go.
They got me.
Exactly. 40-30 here. 2 game points for Ramanathan.
Oh. Right move. Just execution was a little questionable.
Oh, good play, poor execution. Absolutely.
Good move.
We see there again, Smith, Ramanathan escaping from some early difficulty in that game. They hold 4-2-1. Meanwhile, Alex Gruskin here with my man Hutch, thoroughly enjoying this Lotto Elite Pro Tennis Challenge here in Wyomissing, Pennsylvania. Again, this is our doubles final right now. Kumar Ramanathan, Roy Smith, a set in 2-1. Taking on the duo Vijay Prashanth, Mukund Sasikumar. Talked a little bit about Ramanathan, his achievements. Again, a 2018 finalist at the ATP event in Newport in singles, a 5-time title winner on the ATP Challenger circuit in doubles. He's made 11 total finals at the Challenger level in doubles as well. You look at what he's done this season, final of the Kerry Challenger.
Final of the Lotto Elite.
Lotto Elite doubles.
That's right.
We could see him win singles too. Certainly,
He's
he's a front runner. And again, he was the guy we saw final round qualifying at Wimbledon, was right near that finish line there. Qualified for the City Open, played a fun match before getting knocked out by Stevie Johnson in the first round there. This year, I was happened to be at that match. It was super, super fun, super competitive.
Well, that's great.
But we'll see again for him here. Hard court summer. Perhaps the Lotto Elite title is just the boost he needs.
That's exactly
to get things going.
We all agree that was a little wide.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That is nice. Backhand volley splits the middle.
Yeah, with some pace on it, without that pace, the other netman's going to get it. Sasikumar was looking at it.
Super, super easy.
Yeah, that was a fine shot. Ooh. Got there and missed it. Ramanathan showing some good wheels there.
Mhm.
Gets up and just pushes a little wide.
It's the casual excellence of these pros that's just become so striking over time.
Yeah. I like the power eye here. And I love the body serve. Body serve on a power eye is maybe the way to go. Eliminates all the angles. Pretty much trying to generate a return right back through the middle.
And Roy gave you a little smile as he walked over, saying, "Yeah, you're right, Hutch."
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah, he gave me. He's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, good call."
There you go.
He's like, "You got me in the body." 30-15 now. I just feel like Prashanth in particular, he's been a little passive in this match. I felt like he was more aggressive in our first semifinal earlier today.
Yeah, he's a little more rock solid.
Yeah.
He's missed a couple volleys, missed a few these, missed a few returns. Yeah.
He just hasn't taken over the net in any sort of fashion yet. And it's hard to do that when you're facing the power of Smith and Ramanathan.
Yeah, I think these guys bring a little bit more consistent power.
Yeah. Than Golbus and
Chad.
And Chad did.
Yeah, they had power. It just wasn't consistent
Yeah,
enough.
exactly. You knew the Chad forehand was going to be overwhelming when he got a clean look at it.
Yep.
Golbus is going big or going home.
Bigger, biggest.
Yeah, exactly. There is no 3/4 ball with him, except for in warm-up. Cool.
And that Bush is seeing a lot of action over there.
Yeah, I think that serve was long, though.
Yep.
But that's better.
Yeah.
That's a lot better from Prashanth. And just to cover the center there, that's the veteran play. That's a guy who's been top 200 in the world in doubles. That's a guy who just rock solid.
Yeah, good exchange there. Too big, too good.
No, that's money.
Roy Smith going to take it? No. Ramanathan's going to take it.
Yeah, he's been money.
He has been.
Yeah,
that's the best choice.
We'd have consulted as a team if this was a college match, and I said, "Roy, no, I'm wrong."
No rock, paper, scissors?
That's how, well, I used to be telling my partner, I'm like, "Dude, I'm going to make it. Like, can you say that about you?"
Ooh.
And then he'd go, "All right, and he's like, "Well, now I'm not going to." And that is why I'm here. No. Boom. That's the first high backhand volley I've seen properly spiked.
Yeah. Fenced on a backhand. That's nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. Even if it wasn't the vertical fencing, it still counts.
Yeah,
it still counts.
Yeah.
And so we are on serve here in set number 2, 2-all. As BJ Prashanth able to hold. Still, though, Roy Smith from Kumar Ramanathan, one set away from that so exclusive Lotto Elite Pro Tennis Challenge title.
This is the first doubles title we will have.
So we'll have an inaugural champion.
Absolutely.
I wonder if they've ever been inaugural champions.
Not sure.
Yeah, it matters.
You mean in doubles tennis?
Yeah, semantics. Semantics. I'd put it in the last line of that resume.
Yeah, heck yeah.
And the other facts.
Yeah, they've been rock solid on their serve here.
It's a good miss. I know it's not easy to hear. It's a very good miss. It's just...
Yeah, he's going for it.
Yeah, I like that.
The resident catbird in the background.
You can hear it, so you've identified?
Oh, yeah.
slider is so nice.
Yeah, lefty serve, beautiful lefty serve.
No, I mean, Roy got that serve out essentially to the chair umpire.
Yeah.
And I mean, with all due respect to Rom, I could have put that volley away. It's really, really nice serving there from Roy Smith to set up his partner. This duo has been broken once all day. It was Ramanathan, first set against
Oh.
Eh.
Sorry, but not so sorry.
Man, that ball's still a tough volley, even if it doesn't hit the net cord, of course.
Yeah.
If you're Prashanth, you'll take it. Perhaps some much needed luck. And, you know, in the first 3 service games, it's worth noting they've gotten to 30 in each of them, which is far more, you could say, than that first set had Sasikumar and Prashanth. So they're starting to find their range a little bit more here. But so far, Smith, Ramanathan have been able to wipe away all deficits with their power. Can they do it again here?
Oh, it's too good.
It's tough.
Yep. And to me, that serve looked like 80-85% serve. Didn't really have the stick and the pop on that one.
Well, I actually think he hit the spot he was looking for. He went for that body forehand tip, but you're right. It was slower than he anticipated. So Makunde able to get a clean look at that.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Break opportunities here. Big serve.
It's nice when you can do that.
That's a pop he needed on the last serve.
Exactly.
I don't know where that one went.
Well, he was using it. It was in the queue. See where he goes here. 30-40. We haven't seen him unload on those big out wides yet in this game.
No, that big lefty hook is what I'd use.
Even against the Sasikumar backhand.
Went for the tee, just missed. What a second serve.
Gets away with 1-2 into that backhand, and that's been the side that's been rock solid to force Sasikumar. Royal take it. Deuce point coming up. Go body. He knows.
Yeah, I think that's the play.
Yeah.
Deep body is really tough to fight off.
Absolutely. We've seen him play that a couple of times here. Again, not a shock to see them go back to Makunde and Sasikumar here. I feel like you got to go body, though, for sure.
Yeah, I do too.
Got away with the slider on that last one.
That had to be around 130.
Yeah. That was our first 130 of the day. That was power.
That was huge.
Jesus. Wow.
Oh, sweet point.
First opening of the match for Sasikumar and Prashanth. Took them a hot second, but they get that break of serve. And they now lead 3-2 here in set number 2 of our doubles final. You know, you're talking about powerhouses. You're talking about the best of the best, the elite of the elite. I think now is the perfect time then to bring up our friends at Racket Bar, because here's a fun fact for you. I'm just curious, how many rackets, I'm covering the things here. You know, I think people missed that plug, so we're gonna get to do it again. Don't worry, Hutch.
Okay. I guess it will be better.
No, they're not even gonna see what's coming. They're like, "What did he do? Was he naked?"
Oh my God.
Sorry. Sorry. But we see here 3-2 break lead now for Sasikumar. Apologies for that tech problem. Whew. That's what happens when you mess with the internet cord. Try to move the laptop. It's on me.
Yeah, it looked like an ace. Yeah, Sasikumar stepping it up right now. He took the deciding return. Big serve. See if he can consolidate that break right here. Well, that serve missed by about 4 feet. Great return.
It's money.
Good point. Nice hands up there in that.
No, certainly both teams starting to find their highest level here now, which is what you'd expect down the home stretch of a championship match in an event that's deemed elite here at this Lotto Elite Pro Tennis Challenge. You would hope these two teams pushing themselves. You start to see that crunch time here. And of course, it may be an EXO event, but anytime you put 4 tennis players on a court, it's a lot of ego. As we get closer to the finish line, that ego starts to show. No one wants to come out here to lose.
No, absolutely not. Now, these guys want to come out here and win. That's the reason they're here.
Absolutely.
That kick out, nice wide. Might have been the best kick serve the Sasikumar has hit this.
Hit his spot perfectly there, didn't he?
This match, yeah. Nice tricky little serve. A bunch of game points here now to consolidate that break.
That's too easy. And they consolidate the break, do Sasikumar and Prashanth.
So they're making a nice comeback here in the second set.
4-2 lead for them here in set number 2. We are 2 games away from a potential third set breaker here. And a reminder how that third set breaker would work: up to 10, win by 2.
And who saw this coming?
Exactly. particularly again, given how lopsided that first set felt.
Yeah.
Oh. It's better. Again, we're going to do an overhead class as soon as we're done. I think these pros know it too. That's not bad. It's not bad. Oh, ooh. Good snag though.
Oh, good solid overhead right there.
Yeah. $30 love now. That's awesome.
Sweet.
Caught out in front. Caught it beautifully. Now 30-15 here. And you do wonder again. Your Sasikumar, you're up a break. Free swing, essentially, on this return.
Absolutely. Yeah, why not go for it?
Yeah.
Especially now in the second serve.
That said, Ramanathan doesn't exactly hit real second serves.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's more of a, hey, if I make 60% and I serve twice, one of them should go in.
Yeah, he's had some great second serves in this match.
You see his coach there. Give him a little thumbs up. Yeah, you like that? Good.
Yeah, it's a good time to go for it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Again, Prashanth and I agree. It's probably correct.
Yeah.
That's tough. It's good serving, but again, on pace for a third set here in our Lotto Elite Pro Tennis Challenge men's doubles final right now. It's Prashanth, Sasikumar, currently leading Smith, Ramanathan, 4-3 in the second set. Now, I've got some fun racket bar facts for all of you at home. And of course, you can see in the background racket bar, the best in the stringing business. Here's some facts for you. 2019, they strung 12,828 rackets. Now, I know what you're thinking. Are there that many rackets out there to be strung? The answer is an unequivocal yes. And to those of you wondering, how much string is that? It's 97 miles worth. Essentially, we could go on a string. We could do the longest zip line in human history on tennis string from Philadelphia to New York using just the string used by our friends at Racket Bar in 2021. They are on pace to hit all of those numbers once again. And of course, they string for the professionals. They string for the collegiate. They string for the best junior players who train at the USTA National Campus. And Hutch, they can start stringing for you right now as well if you check out everything they are doing over at Racket Bar. Join the team, the demo program, the customization. They do it all. And so, again, we cannot give a big enough shout out to our friends over at Racket Bar, not only for their support of this event, their support for all they do in the tennis world. And did you know Racket Bar, originally an art company, then they got into tennis. We all know the pivot from art to tennis is one so many people make, I guess, Hutch. But a Philadelphia or a Pennsylvania-based company, they've now gone global, national. National is the word.
Got to use them.
Yeah, Racket Bar, of course.
I would like that one back.
I'm really waiting for him. And I'm a big fan of Bakun, let me be clear, but I'm really waiting for him to get ticked off so I can say, man, that is a Sasikumar.
Oh, no.
But he's yet to do it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
I know. He's been a stable Kumar.
Yeah. I don't think he loses his temper too much.
No, he's just, again, blip in the radar there. That was in.
That was pretty solid.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. All of a sudden, we're going to love 30. Maybe getting back on serve. The second serve coming up here, and Smith to just go after this sucker.
Get inside that baseline, right, on this return.
Just go after it.
You can see him forehand grip. He's loaded.
Got a great return, and just a great pickup.
No. Good choice, bad execution.
Yeah. Yeah, Prashanth made a wonderful pickup volley on that one.
His hands are exceptional.
Here's another great opportunity for Ramanathan to go after one.
Absolutely. Beat him to the spot down the line.
Yeah. You have a chance here. You don't get that many chances. Oof.
Missed that one, just a hair long.
Yep.
So 30 all here.
Sun's just creeping out here again. Temperature going up. Temperature of the match is going up here. Some pretty important points.
Can't hear him. Roy saying, I knew it. I knew it. Looking to go big on that forehand. He didn't know it.
Yeah.
But you'd think if you knew you're going to miss in the net, you're like, you know what I shouldn't do? That.
He wound up having all his body weight headed to the side of the court instead of to the target, unfortunately.
So now 40-30 here is again Prashanth. Sasikumar look to send us to a third set.
Big pick up there.
Yeah, it's awesome. Where do you go here?
Oh,
Looks like they're lining up for Smith.
I know, which would be unusual. A little different now, but I think they're going back the other way now.
Quick chat. Confab.
Oh,
they're going to Smith.
That's a little change up here.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
A little change up.
See, I'd stay two back as long as possible until your opponents are really pissed. And then I'd be like, okay, it's me. Oh, man.
Volley. It's good. It's good. It's good. That one. It's into the house.
Bravo.
Yeah, what a point. That's a great point.
That's what it's all about. It's a good choice, by the way. Making a decision. Let's have Roy take this return. He does it with success. Great hands at the net from Ram.
Yep. Nice job by Smith.
Roy.
Well on a couple of those.
Roy's been okay. Oh, nothing. He's locked in. It's okay.
He's just dissing you.
Yeah. After the match, he'll be like, I heard you.
Yeah, that's right.
That's fine.
I like that, though.
Yeah.
Try to get a little response.
It's good. Or he'll give me a wink if he hits an ace. Yeah, it's nice.
Big serve. Hit his spot there. Pumping himself up. Let's go.
No, I'm glad. Again, inaugural Lotto Elite Pro Tennis Challenge doubles champions. Find me another one.
That's got a nice ring to it.
It's a mouthful. Got a little too excited.
Good points here.
Yeah, again, one of those. Good choice.
Yeah.
Bad execution.
Yep.
Yeah. Which you can live with as a coach. You can live with as a player. You're going to miss. Just is it the right miss?
Yeah. And that's fine. He was aggressive. He was moving in.
Yeah.
Yep. That lefty spin kind of got after him.
He's refound that rhythm, has Roy.
Yeah.
And again, a deuce point to play that sort of point to get the break, that's going to give you that mental boost, especially given the scoreboard pressure Roy and Ram already have on Prashanth and Sasikumar.
Yeah, I think Smith is feeling pretty good right now.
Oh. That was hideous.
Yeah,
Hi, I'm Andrew Rublev, and I will help you to improve your forehand.
Again, you can kind of see this.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I prefer my fences a little more oomph. Nothing. Again. But that works.
Well, my full swing kind of does that.
Yeah, no, but it was like, hey,
Yeah.
I mishit it, but it's still going over. It's crazy. I was talking to Roy, and he said, "Why am I returning so well?" And he goes, "Because this court is U.S. Open conditions." Huge compliment to the MP family.
Big game.
Said he loves this surface, really enjoys playing here.
Yeah, big game. Smith is feeling it.
Yeah, big fist pump from him as well. As he and Ram retake the lead now, set in 5-4 on serve here in the second. Alex Gruskin joined by my main man, Hutch. Hutch, I want to go back to some of the storylines happening around the tennis world right now as we get to the finish line of this doubles final. And in particular, I think something all of us tennis fans will be feeling, because if you've watched any tennis in the 2000s, you're a Roger Federer fan. You've seen him compete. You've seen the greatness the standards he's set for everyone else competing in men's tennis. He undergoes his third knee surgery, and either today or in the immediate near future, he's going to be out for the foreseeable months. I know we've discussed this a little bit earlier. How about this? Will we see Roger Federer on court for a professional tennis match ever again?
Yes, we probably will, but it will probably be a farewell tour.
Sure.
And I think he'd like to go out like that.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe
he's earned it.
Yes, he has. And maybe it's only a couple matches, the last Grand Slam or something like that. But I believe he'd much rather go out on the court than on a pair of crutches.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And again, had that Wimbledon, because he just made Wimbledon quarters or whatever that was, fourth round. And, had that been pronounced, hey, this is my last tournament, I think we all could have learned to accept that loss to Hubie Hurkacz, and we could have been okay with it. But he didn't. There was none of that, right? There was none of the pageantry. Fans haven't been able to give him the send off we want to, and I think he's aware of that as well. He hasn't gotten the send off he wants.
Right, and he deserves that.
Yeah, and I mean, we'll see him in Laver Cup maybe till 2030. The question is again the majors. Tweener.
Oh, here comes our.
That's the best one of the day.
It's the best one.
There we go. Because he's like, wait, what's the score? Oh, it's 5-4.
We knew that was coming. We were hoping it was a good one, and it was. Finally, we got a nice swinging overhead on a bouncing ball.
He is now exempt from the drill. Congrats. He doesn't have to come.
He does not have to come to our clinic.
Exactly. For top professionals in the world. We're hosting a clinic.
That's great.
So love 15 here, 3 points away from the title. Good eye.
It just missed. Need a few more rotations on that one. 15 all. They're questioning the serve.
Didn't make a call, and
yeah, they played it.
Yeah, it
Gotta
was
go
in
with
good faith.
That's right. Got to go with it.
That was planned.
Yeah.
I heard him in their conversation. They said frame, short angle, cross.
Yeah.
Sasikumar was like, done. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got that.
Yeah, in the bag. It's at 30-15 now as they look to send us to bonus time here in set number 2. Yeah, Roy was a half-second late coming in.
Yeah. Love the return.
Yeah.
Love the lob return. It's something that Brian Brothers used all the time. Just didn't get up quite enough behind it quickly enough. You're right.
Yeah. Too much space between him and the net.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still, I have to say, a little breeze right now. You might have heard it in our microphone. It feels very nice in your hutch. Second serve coming. And 3 game points here. 4-5 all.
Yeah, Smith feeling pretty good about himself.
Absolutely.
Let's see what he does here. Exactly. Yeah,
Makes sense.
He's on top of stuff right now.
Absolutely.
He's feeling good. You can just tell it the way he walks.
A little swagger to him.
Yeah, if you want to take a look at some positive body language.
Yeah, exactly. There's just...
Look at that.
He's just a guy who's right now, I'm confident.
Look at that walk.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He said, hit one to me, please.
Yeah.
Ramanathan looking for a forehand. He ran all the way to the umpire's chair to get one there. The serve was out.
You know he's looking for that inside in.
Look at him move over. Look at this. He got it. Ooh, exactly what he
So
wanted.
now we've got the quintuple threat, my friend.
There you go.
It's a deuce point, game point, break point, set point, championship point.
That's right.
I didn't even know I knew the word quintuple. I'm glad I was able to pull that out of the back of the brain.
Can't even say it.
Yeah, exactly.
Same place. Ramanathan looking for a forehand. He just had a couple beauties from
But
over
they don't
there.
go to Smith.
Oh, what a great serve. Oh,
That's
was
awesome.
Sweet. That was sweet.
It's too clutch.
Under
too clutch.
pressure. Under pressure.
Yeah.
Sasikumar coming up with a great serve.
And we have to be honest, with all due respect to VJ, who's within earshot, he's been a little tentative with his overheads today. That was an excellent overhead. That was a decisive one. Now, he's still going to come to the clinic because I've seen too many of the non. It's money. So 5-all here, bonus time. Again, coming after this. Still got 2 singles matches on the night, Hutch.
Yeah. Had one match point gone by the wayside.
Ooh.
It looks to me like maybe all 4 players are playing at their best right now.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
Some peaking.
Yep.
I do love the energy Roy's playing with, too. You can tell he cares, which
Yeah.
is all you can ask
He
for
does.
from these
Yeah,
players.
he's ready up there. Serves a little deep.
Oh,
What a return. Whew.
His returns have been rock solid. He just did such a good job getting that ball low.
Yeah, he's been good all day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Not a coincidence.
No.
But he's our only player in Lotto gear. Elite is the word that's been floated around to describe that return.
Elite.
Elite. Bye-bye. Yeah, barely made that one. We've seen like 7 of those.
Yeah, I think it was in.
Roy, you will be at overhead camp after this. I actually asked Mrs. Smith, who's here in the crowd, and she said, Alex, you have permission. That's awesome.
Wow, what a return.
And if he gets his hands on it, that's all it takes. Forehand, backhand. I really like the game of Makun Sasikumar. I can't wait for him to make a big push into the top 200 over the fall. I can be like, I knew it was coming. I saw him compete here at the Lotto Elite. All of you viewers watching today can say that as well. 30 all here.
Yeah, this is a big point. Tough second serve right here. Ramanathan's been great on his second serve this match. And again, look at that serve. Oh, baby.
If it's not a second serve and it's not a pressure point, he doesn't care.
Wow. that was just a great second serve.
Yeah, that's money.
Yeah, wide angle hard.
Sometimes you just assume it was in.
And then another second serve opportunity. But a better returner on this side.
Watch it.
A little deep.
Love that fist pump. At least he cares. Again, that's all we can ask for. This energy, this enthusiasm, fitting of a doubles championship match, which is where we are right now. 6-3, 6-5 lead for the duo of Ramkumar Ramanathan, Roy Smith. They have that lead over Vijay Prashanth, and of course, Makun Sasikumar, Alex Gruskin, joined by my main man Hutch here in the commentary booth. And again, it's just so nice to be at an event like this, right, Hutch? To have the intimacy of this scene. You can see on your screen, beautiful backyard here at the wonderful Emkey, household. And, you know, whether it's mom and dad, Mr. and Mrs. Emkey, whose home we are at, whether it's my 7 brothers and sisters, the countless grandkids in this Emkey family as well. I mean, what this sort of event does for a local tennis community, Hutch, it means the world, right?
I think you hit it on the head in the intimacy that you have here.
Yeah.
And I think maybe the love that the players felt last night at the party.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of it around here. We really enjoy having them here in our hometown, Reading, Pennsylvania, Berks County. And I think you see these 4 guys right now are stepping up and probably playing their best tennis in the last hour and 45 minutes right now.
Yeah.
All of them, all 4.
Absolutely. Again, fitting of a championship match. Slight breeze. Now we've had clouds overhead pretty much all day, sans for a couple of 20, 30-minute stretches, but very, very pleasant conditions here. As again, we get ready to head towards our night session of singles matches for now. 5-6, Vijay Prashanth serving to stay alive.
And watch Roy Smith. Smith's been turning lights out now. He's really been on top of stuff. Just like that. Exactly. A little deep?
No, take 2. It was a let, for sure.
Oh, man.
And I think, for sure, yeah. It's a great return, right?
Oh, it's a great
yeah. Wait.
No.
Okay. It was a let.
We got it. What a
Call the
great
hindrance.
get.
That's awesome athleticism there
Really?
from Roy Smith, tracking that ball down. That is why the shorts are that short. Can't afford to slow him down there. You'd imagine the encouragement from Rom had to help him there.
Oh, yeah.
That shout was visceral, guttural.
Could hear that in the next town over.
Exactly. Chad Henney's 2 houses down being like, was that a play call? Was that an audible?
That's right, Chad Henney. Yeah. Nice to get him in here.
Absolutely. Yeah, got to always sneak in the Wolverines. Yeah, saw that one coming. Good play, bad execution. He had that ball.
Yeah.
That was the right read because Sasikumar had pinched forward so close to the net.
Another great return by Smith.
Absolutely.
And Roy's really been on fire with his returns.
If we get to a deuce point in this game, I think I know where it's going.
He's been on fire.
I was going to say it's going to go to Rom. Just because. Why not?
Took the forehand.
Yeah,
Yep.
good play.
Good call.
Although, lefty-righty, I think they would have both had forehands, but I like that if you're moving forward and you're calling a ball like that,
Yeah.
always fine with it as a partner, because if you're looking to be aggressive, don't let me stop you.
That's right. No. Now he was moving. He was all set up.
Yeah. But now, triple match point. Can we get a slow clap, people, please? A little match point. Triple match point coming here.
Oh.
It's great hustle.
Yeah, absolutely. Another fine return by Roy Smith.
It's crazy. Still 2 more match points. Why didn't they convert? Because we didn't have a slow clap. Come on, people.
Oh, we've one slow clap.
I just want... I'll get going if they don't do it here on the deuce point. Oh, he misses
Just
it wide. So deuce point coming up. Where are they going to go?
I'm saying Roy Smith's got it.
There we go. That's better.
There you go.
Oh,
Wow.
it's on me. So we get the breaker we deserve to end this set. Get only 2 breaks. They traded.
And now that's 5 match points they've
Fought
failed-
off.
Yeah. Or failed to convert,
Yeah.
depending on which team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
So any match where you can change 1 point and the outcome is totally different,
Yeah.
that's a good match.
Because what they had deuce points in the last game as well. You're right. And the 5-4 service game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Better be lucky than good.
Yep. It's a
And
reason why you're up close to the net.
No, absolutely. Rom takes it. I want to know the person 5 houses down who's like, what was that? What was that clap? Yep.
It's a good shot.
Now, what do you do there?
Not much.
Clap?
Yeah, great depth, right where he wanted to hit it. Now, if he was serving volleying that would easy put away there
Mm-hmm.
without the grounding. But
Guess you can hit the forehand like that, you do.
Yeah, I like the power eye here.
Yep.
Too good.
It's awesome. Some quick early mini break lead. Nowhere because they just changed the scoreboard. And that makes more sense. 1-2 on serve. Ramanathan, Smith. Of course, Gruskin, Hutch here in the booth calling your action. Our doubles final.
Wow.
Gotcha. I'm calling it out just because. I'd say.
It's out of his reach.
Exactly. So 30 all is the same thing as 2-2. Born breaker here, so 2 all. Yeah, that's money.
Great serve.
And he's hit all of the spots too. T, wide deuce, kick wide,
Yeah, he's got them all.
body.
This is pretty high quality stuff right now.
No, they're playing good tennis here today.
Yep.
It was similar, by the way, to the first set we saw in our second semifinal. Smith Ramanathan taking on Bible and KP.
Great volley.
And I know those sound like hurricane winds. They're really not that bad. It's a light breeze. But that is noticeable. A light breeze has picked up. And it's noticeably gotten 5 degrees cooler, I'd say, over the past 20 minutes.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So on serve, 3 all at the first turn. Again, this breaker, win by 2, up to 7. Should Prashanth, Sasikumar take it? Go to a third set, super breaker up to 10, win by 2. Yep.
Just a sweet return by Roy Smith again.
He's on fire.
He is on fire. What a return.
I mean, he's just seeing the ball so cleanly on that forehand side.
Yes.
Even when he misses, he's hitting it cleanly. It's just net tape.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So first mini break to Ramanathan. Smith. It's going to be Roy Smith serving on the far side.
And I would expect a couple bombs here. I mean, he's just feeling good.
Absolutely. I form here 4-3. You're just trying to get Ram a look at a first volley no matter where it is. You like his chances win up there.
Ooh, he went with a 3/4.
Yeah, the slice. I don't like that choice.
I don't either.
No. Not right now.
No, not now.
Watch him bomb this. Got the ball. Got the volley.
Yeah, just kind of missed it.
Yeah, just missed it a little long. And it's funny, that's second serve would have worked as first.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good spot.
Yeah, the first service choice was a little questionable.
Yeah.
He's got the big gun over there, and for some reason he backed off on it. He needs it here. good body serve. Still not one of his biggest.
Oh,
He's
still.
still taking a little off of that. And that's a massive weapon he has in that lefty serve. He needs to go for it right
No
here.
doubt about that.
Let his partner help him. He needs to go for him. Oh, sweet, sweet. Ace out wide. Ah. And for a lefty, that's a tough serve.
Honestly, that's what we expected from Roy at this point.
That is a difficult serve for a lefty to hit that wide serve on the deuce side.
It's money, and now 5-4 again. We're on serve here. Second set breaker. Ramanathan, excuse me, Smith. 2 points from the Lotto Elite doubles title.
Sasikumar serves and volleys.
Yeah.
Interesting time.
Bold move,
Yeah.
It's a bold move. I like that.
I did too.
I actually thought he hit that serve perfectly. And Ram came with a fantastic return. Again, just put that pressure, the impetus on your opponent to make a move. You occasionally draw that error.
You probably surprised him with that serve and volley.
For sure.
Sweet serve.
That was not. Didn't look in, I'll say, from here. But what do I know? Far angle, far side. And again, we're here for fun. It's for the kids.
So we have a set point now. For Sasikumar. Prashanth. Wow. Oh, right in the corner.
That's
Huge.
120.
Yeah, huge.
That's money. Out wide to flat from Kumar Ramanathan.
Right in that corner. Under serious pressure. That's a great serve.
So we make another turn here. 6-all. Money ball. Gonna stand up here. I'm a little excited. Still one more serve for Ramanathan.
He's really been good on the serves.
Excellent.
Yeah. Last hour or so, he's been right on top of stuff.
Hits his spot so well. Easy pace.
Yeah. Real easy pace. You're right.
Wow.
Boy. Wow.
The rare blink
Yep.
from Kumar Ramanathan. After fighting off 5 earlier match points, a second set point here for Sasikumar and Prashanth. Want to make sure they have the right balls. Want to make sure they're ready to go.
And that double fault missed by a lot.
Yeah, that was healthy.
Yeah, it was healthy. That's a good word for it.
Yeah.
Good positive word.
Hey, yeah, it was a healthy miss.
Proud of you there, Alex.
Hey, it's positive spin. I can spin anything positive. Federer injured, counterpoint. Opportunity for the youngsters, agreed. First caught toss of the day. Again, the nerves.
Yeah, yeah. Nerve's going to click in right here.
Second serve look coming for Ramanathan. He's loved that inside in forehand. And if they're going to give him an I-form look, he's telling Roy to go back. We all know what to look for.
Probably going up the line, yeah. Looking for a forehand here on this return.
Oh,
It missed.
oh,
Did it miss or did it hit?
no, it hit.
It hit.
Oh, it definitely hit.
Wow.
It's good stuff.
That's great stuff.
We get the third set breaker we deserve. So we're going the distance here in our inaugural Lotto Elite Pro Tennis Challenge doubles final. Again, 5 match points have been fought off by this duo of Sasikumar and Prashanth.
Yeah, they have to feel pretty good about themselves.
That's thievery. Thievery. Absolutely. And hey, man, you put yourself in a position to have that chance to stick around in the match. Certainly, I mean, from a tactic standpoint, there's no glaring advantage one way or the other, but with how well Roy Smith was returning, how well that duo was serving, I mean, the double fault from Ramanathan, that was really the difference in the breaker. That's
huge,
what separated the two.
Huge. Yeah, just huge.
And so we head to a third set here at EMT Tennis Stadium, or ETS, excuse me, MT Tennis Stadium. Alex Gruskin, joined by my main man Hutch, as we enjoy this Lotto Elite Pro Tennis Challenge. Kind of got to give a shout out to so many different people who helped make this possible. CBR Biomet, MK Law, Sweet Street Dessert, our friends over at Racket Bar, our friends at Vaptor.com. Do you see the new Vaptor device?
I did see the Vaptor.
I was
pretty impressive.
Tennis Zamboni, essentially. That's my brand name. It's Tennis's Zamboni. Now, that's just because I want to ask them to let me ride it, like while it's doing the court drying. Like, come on, I feel like that'd be really fun. I'll do the steering, but sincerely, I don't want to say they've completely cracked the code, but they've completely cracked the code on drying these courts, doing it in a more efficient, quicker manner.
That's cool. That was a cool machine.
Mm-hmm. Always a fan of a prototype.
Me too.
Yeah, and that's what they, again.
Yep, think of something better.
Exactly.
That's better.
Exactly. So thank you to our friends over at Vaptor. Thank you to all the supporting sponsors here at this Lotto Elite event. Right now, pick your team. Who are you taking? Third set breaker.
I may go with the servers here. Sasikumar and Prashanth.
All right.
Only because they've been the magicians.
Yeah, seriously, whenever they needed to. Even in their first match, it just felt like they were trailing that whole first set and they won the first.
Yeah. I don't know if Smith can keep it up. He hasn't missed a return in like 2 or 3 games.
Yeah. And I have to say, this rock solid as VJ's been. He's been rock solid at the net all around. He hasn't played his best. There have been times when McCoon has been the best player on the court. And some of the shots he's come up with, whether it's just return after return after return, and for both of these guys, so many returns in play. It's a really fun matchup here. So again, early 1-love hold.
This is great stuff.
Yeah, really, really fun stuff. So on serve here again, up to 10, win by 2 to decide our doubles champs.
Oh, great hands.
Good effort all the way around, but credit to Ramanathan, able to just take all of the momentum out of that ball.
I saw those hands that last match. He's got wonderful hands up there.
Yeah, so comfortable. 1-all here on serve. Waiting for that scoreboard. Oh, okay. They're going right into the set side. I see it now. That ball had crazy action on it, though. I know he missed it, but oh my goodness, that's right in front of our commentary booth. That's a kick serve.
Yeah, that one moved all over. Interesting second serve here. I kind of feel some nerves coming up here on Smith.
I see body. Yeah. Yep.
Oh boy.
Tentative all the way around.
Yeah, from the server and returner.
So we're still on serve here. 1-2 now for VJ Prashanth. Serving. Ian McCoon, Sasikumar again have fought off 5 match points. it did at the end, down 4-5, 5-6 in set number 2.
So what's your pick?
Well, I have to disagree with you, so I'll take Smith and Ramanathan.
Of course.
Yeah, just by default. Someone's got to be wrong. It's not even about being right.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a shaky return on that.
Nervousness after literally an hour 15 of really good tennis.
Yeah.
4 forgettable points.
Yeah. Yeah, then there was a showing, which actually means that it's meaningful to these guys.
Absolutely. I know there's a nice little incentive, a little sweetener for both of them, but at this point, you're so close. Same thing I noticed at NCAA tournament. It's a random, but if you lose first round, second round, those players, they're like, whatever. Once you get to the quarterfinals, the semifinals, you're like, oh man, I might do it. I think these players all feeling this way now as well.
That's the first return where he's missed in a while.
It's the first one he's missed that badly.
Yeah.
Certainly as well. So we're still on serve here. 2-3 for Ramkumar Ramanathan. Roy Smith. Again, coming up after this, I believe we get Mukund in his first singles match.
I think we do.
Oh, Eubanks playing later tonight as well. Is he playing Chris?
I'm not sure if he's playing Chris or not, but I know Mukund asked for no break.
In between singles and doubles.
Yeah.
That's him for you.
Yeah, he wants to go right away.
I may ask for a break. Oh.
Yeah, he had the smash up there and he kind of just bunted it over.
Indecisive. So the first mini break goes to team Sasikumar and Prashanth.
And they're just kind of showing themselves a little bit here and there.
Mm-hmm. No doubt about that.
I mean, it's tough for me to say. I look like maybe Smith could have cocked his racket and boom.
Absolutely.
Fired that one away.
No, there's no denying that.
Yeah, no time to just put the ball in play here. Time to try to win. We've got a couple critical service points here. Ramanathan, Smith. That one's down a block.
That's another one. Chad,
Yeah.
can you throw it back?
That's exactly right.
Of course, he might be able to throw it back.
Good 1-2 punch there.
They're out.
Boy, and that serve missed by a lot. I think he's smiling.
Yeah, give him a little with his hand.
It's out by about 8 feet.
That's tough.
Wow. Oh, boy. He just got way ahead of that.
Yeah.
He just got excited on that.
Well, I think he didn't know that BJ's got to come to our overhead camp after this and that. He thought it had a little more juice, and it just, again, he threw him a knuckleball.
It was a knuckler. Yeah. He definitely.
So maybe the off-speed worked.
Could have.
Yeah.
Because Smith was way ahead of that.
Yeah, he was, exactly.
Got to go to the official. Exhibition. It looks like it might be a do-over.
Yeah, it's
There you go. Exhibition.
yeah.
It's a do-over.
Let's replay it. Flip a coin.
You won't find this in a real tournament.
Yeah, what that wasn't was a let. But
We're still not sure what we're doing here.
all right, first serve 5-3. Let's try that again.
Okay.
We'll make the call.
Yeah, legitimate do-over.
Call.
Must have been good.
Yeah, it doesn't lie. Tennis gods are very honest. Either way here, 3-6. You know, that sounds like a 3-point deficit. It's only one mini break. So again, you hold on to your serve. It's up to 10. Win by 2 here in a third set breaker. Smith and Ramanathan were in control for roughly 3/4 of this match. All of a sudden, things have flipped in the tiebreaker. Let's see what we've got. Oh.
Wow.
Got a thumbs up from his coach once again. We've seen him miss that forehand up the line twice now. On both occasions, his coach says, hey, it's the right miss.
Yeah, he's giving him thumbs up.
Yeah.
You're right.
I would be much more preferred if he was like, that sucked. Thumbs down.
No, Martin's a pretty positive.
And Martin's
coach
the
up there.
man.
Yeah.
Big fan of Martin.
Me too.
Of course, we're referring to Raccoon's coach. What's his last name? Martin? Unclear.
Don't know.
One namer, like Ronaldo.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Martin.
it's just Martin.
It's just Martin.
First name's Coach.
That was a sweet
Big
serve.
serve.
That was a sweet serve.
And that was a little off speed, but that out wide lefty kick on the deuce is just not a serve you see every day.
Right.
And so again, emphasize the point 2 points ago, it is still just a one mini break deficit for Smith and Ramanathan. Ramanathan, excuse me.
Big serve. For Ramanathan Smith, this is the guy they actually want serving.
Ooh.
Wow. Nice first serve.
So we make the turn, mini break lead for Sasikumar. Prashanth, 7-5.
And give Prashanth credit. He made that first serve. Hit his spot.
I'd have been like, can we play another let? Is that cool with everyone? I don't know why. Just in case, though.
We have another do-over.
Yeah, please.
We just want to make the match go longer.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, I smell the fresh cookies, but they need 6 more minutes. So let's play a little longer. Now 7-5, though, still mini break lead here. You see VJ Prashanth serving on the near side of your screen.
And he missed that by a lot, which to me means the second serve might just sit in the box a little bit.
We'll see. I want to see Roy move forward here. His footwork's been a little lacking in this breaker.
Yeah. Yep. You can hear the breeze just picking up a little.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
Great volley.
Yeah, Sasikumar really came up with a sweet little volley there.
Keeps it nice and short, forces him to make play. Smith unable to do so. 8-5 again, still just a 1 mini break deficit, but it is 8-5 here now.
Get a chance to notice Sasikumar moved to the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much in doubles, you got to cover the net.
Always.
Got to cover that middle.
Always.
Serve. He's already thrown a double fault the last tiebreaker. See what Prashanth can do. Wow. That was sweet. That's going on the neighborhood.
Ooh. It's the light. If he'd have hit the camera, we'd have had some problems. Again, it's still just one mini break deficit.
There'll be some interesting points coming up.
No doubt about that here. As we see 6-8.
Good return. He picked it up. Ooh. Oh. Bunch of match points coming up here. Sasikumar Prashanth have a great chance.
Now that double mini break lead, so you get 2 here. I'd reckon we see 3 consecutive first serves.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, for sure.
Prashanth with a really good return. Sasikumar has got the biggest serve on this side. Why not go for a couple, 2 or 3 of them? Big, wonderful volley.
There it is.
Yep. Wow.
VJ Prashanth. Kun Sasikumar, your inaugural Lotto Elite Pro Tennis Challenge doubles champions. They fight off 5 match points.
Unbelievable.
And ultimately get the job done here, Hutch. And, you know, again, before we sign off, get to our singles, I just want to ask you your takeaways from not only this match, but just the doubles we saw here today in general.
Well, pretty good, high-quality tennis, at least, especially in the middle of this last set here. Little nerves kind of creep in during the super breaker. But generally, these guys kind of use this as a warm-up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And who's serving better, who's returning better. Most of the points in singles are done on the first 4 shots.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Craig O'Shaughnessy.
Yeah.
And
I've read that as well.
Yeah. And then you can prove it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So if you take a look at the person who's serving the best and who's returning the best, that's the guy we're gonna pick.
Yeah.
And maybe it's Sasikumar. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe if Goldus picks up his first serve,
yeah,
his return is certainly on
We've
fire.
yet to see Eubanks play. He's got that sort of +1 power.
Haven't seen Chris yet. I know he's out there practicing right now, so he could certainly be up there.
Yeah,
it's going to be a lot of fun to take a look at this stuff.
It should be super, super exciting. And again, we've got 2 singles matches later tonight, so don't go anywhere. Plenty of fun tennis left to come. But for my main man, Hutch, and for all of us here at this Lotto Elite Pro Tennis Challenge, in the end, it's Mukund Sasikumar, VJ Prashanth, your doubles champions. We will be back, I'll say, in about 15, 20 minutes with the singles action. But for now, signing off, I'm Alex Gruskin. And again, you have been watching the 2021 Lotto Elite Pro Tennis Challenge.